Joining us now to discuss gun violence in our community is Pastor Canneth Lee, a common councilman. Canneth Lee, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me tonight.
So the gentleman tonight who sent us footage of gun violence in his neighborhood didn't want to talk to us, and we know that South Bend police have been very critical of the, lack of witnesses coming forward in these violent situations. Now, the folks that you've worked with as a group violence intervention specialist, how has their experience been working with police?
Well, we want to definitely have to build the relationship between the city residents and police officers. Again, everybody wants to live in a safe environment. Everybody wants to those individuals that's causing havoc in our communities to be stopped. So it takes everybody, the police, the citizens, the politicians, everybody working together to try to stop this gun violence. Nobody should have to live in terror.
And just to clarify, so the folks who you've worked with who have actually come forward and been a witness, I mean, has their experience been positive, or has there been reason in your mind to see why folks might not want to come forward?
Well, you know, this is very real. It's very scary. So, so for individuals to come forward, you know, there has to be a lot of trust. And so every day we're working to build trust between the community and law enforcement so that people will feel comfortable, because unless people speak out, this will continue to happen in our communities.
And over the weekend in St. Joseph County, we saw at least 3 shootings, and just last night there was one shooting where one person was injured in an accidental shooting. I mean, what is driving this gun violence in our community?
I think we have people who have guns who probably shouldn't have them, with no conflict resolution skills. And so what happens is people react in the moment. And what people don't understand is once you pull that trigger, you can't take it back.
And what is your take on people just firing shots? There was a shots fired report last night on Chicago Street in South Bend, and these videos we were receiving from viewers, you can just hear dozens of rounds being fired.
It's alarming because no one wants to feel like they're living in a war zone. And so again, the videos that's been coming out on Facebook is alarming, and we have a problem, and people don't understand that, you know, just shooting a gun, once that bullet leaves a gun, it has to go somewhere. Even if you're shooting it in the air, what goes up must come down.
And last question, Pastor Lee, is there any strategies that you're seeing that are making progress or signs for optimism going forward?
Every day, group violence intervention is intervening and talking to individuals and trying to stop the next shooting. This year, we've intervened to stop at least 13 retaliations from happening. And so the strategy works. It's just that we're dealing with people. We're dealing with people who react, and unfortunately, we don't have a crystal ball to look and see when somebody's going to have a reaction and do something that could lead to violence.
Pastor Canneth Lee, he's a South Bend Common Council member. He's also a group violence intervention specialist. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.